Hey everybody, welcome back to the zone of Twilightness. Last time we had a credit card. You remember it. It could buy everything you wanted. But the only thing it couldn't buy was time. She sure got that refrigerator though. But then, you know what? They took back the refrigerator. Like, that was one of the things that they took back. As far as I'm concerned, that makes us all square. You know? How about you can take back the tow truck cost, too. You can take the car and the refrigerator. But don't take Scooby and the kids and her husband and her house. You gotta read that fine print like... You gotta get a magnifying glass. You gotta really analyze it properly, don't you? That was her mistake. I really liked that episode, though. Because it was William Atherton was a great guy in it. He wasn't the sleazy bad guy. For once. So that automatically gives that episode a 10 out of 10. This episode's called The Junction. Last time we had the card, this time we've got The Junction. So, I don't know. I don't know what to expect. But, if it's anything like... You know what? We got 4 episodes in a row, starting with the word the. We have The Convict's Piano, The Road Less Traveled. Oh yeah, the Vietnam one. The Card, and The Junction. They were all pretty decent, you know? So let's get into this one. Oh! Some episodes start with music. It always gets me. John Dennis Johnston. Great name.
You still here?
He
I'll
was
come back and get my things after my shift.
sleeping on the sofa.
Yeah, well, you just might find them in the front yard. You want breakfast?
Marriage troubles.
Well, I was gonna go up and eat at the cafe.
No, you don't. I ain't gonna have you going to work eating cafe breakfast here.
No?
Thank you. I
Oh,
appreciate
juice. Nice.
it. This whole thing just one big mistake, baby. I swear that girl don't mean nothing.
He cheated on her.
She meant enough for you to go and sleep with her.
I am ashamed of what I did.
You ashamed of what you did, or you ashamed because you got caught?
Tale as old as time.
How the hell you want your eggs?
He's in the doghouse now. He's gonna have to make it up to her with a credit card. This music is just great. Where are we working, fellas? The coal company.
Wilson, Parker, you two guys hang on a second.
Okay.
We need a crew in the junction.
The junction?
What the hell for? That's the oldest part of the mine. We had a geophysical team from the university down here last month,
Ooh.
and they say there's several $1 million worth of coal in those branches.
What?
Get to it, boys.
Alright, let's go down to the junction. Do we get any of the profits? Well,
Last that article tell you this part of the mine's about 100 years old. Maybe it's not too late to change shifts.
I can't see nothing. I see the lights and that's about it.
Well, that last turn should have put us in pillar 11. This says 13. So we took a serious wrong turn back there. You track back to the shaft and get old Schmidt on the phone. Okay. If we're not back by noon, you start without us.
Okay.
See you around, Bill.
Are we lost down here already?
Could be digging down here for the rest of our lives.
Don't say that.
Why worry? You're not going anywhere, John. You could make this a home away from home.
Maybe she'll forgive you.
Charlie, you ought to take a look at this. Hey, Charlie, I think you ought to take a look at this.
Oh, cave in. I don't even know what he saw. Damn it, Charlie. Charlie. You okay, buddy? He's been cut off. Is there any way out the other side? Probably not. What did he even see? Charlie, is that you? Someone else is Someone else is trapped.
Who's there? Somebody there?
Yeah.
Who's there?
What's your name? We got him.
I like to broke my leg.
Oh no.
Don't touch me.
Why not?
Come on, let me take a look at it.
What's your problem, mister?
Look, I think it is broke. I'm gonna make you a splint. You ready? What's that? What?
He looks old
On
timey.
your wrist.
He's from the past. It's a junction in
And I
time.
need that. Now you ready? All right, hold on.
When you're done, you turn out that fire.
Huh?
Turn out the lamp. Start an explosion.
This ain't
What,
gonna
this?
cause no explosion.
No fire, man.
I'm just hoping that the batteries will hold out.
What do you mean battery?
No heat.
Hey, come on, man, right there.
I've never seen a lantern like this before.
Yeah, well, you can pick one up at any hardware store. Costs you about 150 bucks.
150.
That's 3 months' pay.
Did you say 150 bucks is 3 months' pay?
Uh-huh.
Hey, they're still up there. They gotta be looking for us. We're here! You think they're still looking for
Maybe
us?
someone from the far future can get them.
Spent a lot of time digging my friends out of spots like this. I don't believe I know you. I didn't know we had colored working in the mine.
Yeah, well, we're all over the place, buddy. I ain't never seen you not on the day shift.
You work the day shift and you don't know Ray Dobson?
Nope.
I'm the senior man here.
Are you right? In making what you make? We got a hell of a lot more to worry about instead of you and me down here fighting.
You're right.
Let's work together.
Yeah, right.
Let's get out of here.
I'm sure your daddy told you the same thing that mine told me. Just like religion and politics, you don't ask a man what he makes.
Right.
My pappy died when I was born. Cholera got him in 1877.
1877.
Yeah, well, Ray, that makes you about 109 years old, buddy.
35.
Now, come on, Ray. I wasn't that good in math, but I do know that if you was born in 1877, well, that just brings you up to 1912.
Yeah,
That's right.
That's right.
September 16th, 1912.
Well, your day's taking a turn, dude. Meanwhile, at church.
There you are, Dottie. Did we ever get that letter from the school board? Why are you looking at me like that?
It is not my place to tell you exactly how to do your job.
This is an odd switch, isn't it? We were watching an episode about two guys getting lost in time in a coal mine. Suddenly we're up here in who knows what year. At a church. Just out of nowhere. With two people we've never seen before in the episode. Having their own little whatever is going on. I presume it's going to be linked to the coal mine somehow. I presume they're in the future. Like, not the future, in the 80s. But, I don't know. Is anybody wearing a watch? Hey, Reverend, is that a wristwatch I see? Thanks for the clue.
Oh, come on, Dottie. Why should you be any different?
I thought you were going to deliver this letter to Melissa Parker yesterday.
Mrs. Ritter's husband called about her stroke. I had to spend the rest of the day at the hospital with the poor woman.
Yeah.
Well, man, I understand.
Dottie,
You know how it is, Daddy.
this thing's been sitting here how long? 60-some years.
Since 1912.
And for all we know,
Oh.
it's just some kind of prank.
Oh, it's a time.
I don't believe anyone's ever bothered to tell Melissa Parker it exists.
I get it.
So it's a day late.
It's Back to the Future.
This letter was entrusted to the church because the instructions would be followed.
And besides, until their wedding several years ago, there was no Melissa Parker.
Yeah.
I'm duly chastened, Mrs. Clark. Although I must confess, I see no reason to worry that it was delivered a day late.
Oh, maybe it was like, tell him not to go into work. Now he's stuck there forever. What's in the letter? He should have sent it earlier. Like, to be opened earlier.
What the devil?
You're the one that was worried about flames. Now, you just leave that alone.
Portable fire, dude.
What's this?
Well, the last time I checked, that was a $5 bill.
What do you call this?
$1.
Counterfeit. Are we going to sit here and talk about this, or are we going to try and dig our way out of here?
Come on.
You can dig till doomsday if you want, and you still won't get 5 feet from where you're standing. Why don't you sit down and rest?
We know
Save
they-
your strength.
We know they get out because they send the letter. One of them sends the letter anyway, so somebody's getting out of here.
Trust in the Lord.
The Lord helps those who helps themselves. Maybe I ought to be dead.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm already dead.
Could be.
Then what does that make me?
A ghost
You're another ghost.
of Christmas past.
There's been a lot of cave-ins down here. Well, maybe you died in 1912.
Well, maybe you're the devil himself.
We're trying to get the man out. Keep him out of there so we can get the work done.
It's a time
Let him know
hole.
who's safe as soon as we can. Now move out, boy.
A coal-related time incident.
What about Charlie and the Parker? They were way back in the junction when the whole thing came down. Damn it!
Charlie. It's Charlie.
Find Parker too. Looking to find this one. The whole thing is down. Try to search for one man whose air's running out in 100 square yards of tunnel. Come on, you guys. Let's move, people.
Ray, this air's getting stale.
You gotta take it easy. Stretch out the supply.
Maybe his people will help.
Can we talk?
We'll find him.
She had this sister Sarah,
No?
a twin. They was always pulling the switch on me. Just so happened they pulled it the very night I was going to propose to Abby.
What? You proposed to the wrong one?
I guess I was so nervous I couldn't tell the difference. I went right ahead and proposed to Sarah.
Who-
said yes?
Who married you?
Which one is that?
And Sarah, of course. She's the one that said yes.
Ray, she looks like a good woman to me.
Let's get you back to her.
You married John?
Yeah.
I cheat on her all
I've
the
been
time.
married several years. She was my high school sweetheart. I've been making mistakes. Mistakes I'll be paying for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
My mama used to say every night when the sun went down, it was the death of the sky.
Wow.
But at dawn, it's reborn.
You can start again. In the past. You can build a life for yourself in 1912.
She's beautiful.
Thank you.
There is color in this picture.
I mean, you're going crazy, dude. It's the fumes. Is she ever gonna get her letter?
Mrs. Parker?
Oh, there he is.
Mrs. Parker, I've been looking for you. It's about a letter addressed to you.
Supposed to deliver it yesterday.
Oh.
74 years old, to be exact. I was supposed to deliver this letter to you yesterday so you could open it. Go ahead.
I was busy. I was too busy with the Lord's work. And now your husband is lost forever in time. Let's hear it.
Dear Mrs. Parker, then you must stop your husband John
There we-
from going to the Casu mine.
There we go.
On September 16th, he will be trapped in a cave-in.
God damn it, priest. No, it's Ray. Ray sent the letter.
Melissa's on her way in here and she's got the Reverend with her.
Our chances of finding Parker are non-existent. I'm sorry,
Please,
A letter.
listen to this. Approximately 25 yards north
Oh.
of Pillar 11.
Yeah, yeah,
Let me
yeah.
see that.
Exact location.
Where'd this thing come from?
It's been in a safe at my church for some 70 years.
Do what the letter says.
It's a time travel letter.
Look, you're the one that sent him down there.
It's the only shot he's got. We're gonna get him. And they're gonna get Ray. It's gonna be a happy ending. They're both gonna say goodbye to each other. Well, no, he has to still send the letter. Ray will get it first.
Did you hear that? Ray, there's somebody up there. We're here! We're alive! We're here!
Yeah. Get out, Ray. How'd you go, Ray? That's okay. That's okay. Ray gets out. He sends a letter. And now the letter is going to help save him.
See things.
Ray, you're safe, thank God. Oh, God.
He's got the picture. He still has the picture.
This man saved me. His name's John Parker, but he's still down there.
Oh, Ray, it's all right. You're safe now.
Yeah, but we
You can go home.
gotta get the guy.
I can't just leave him down there.
Ray, they say that you were the only one down there.
Here's a picture of his wife.
See? It's color.
Picture's painted.
This man's from the future. I gotta help him, honey, even though it may mean interfering with the Lord's plan. Will you give me a pencil and a piece of paper?
And get me a priest.
Your husband saved my life, Mrs. Parker. And if you believe that a man facing death thinks only of those things that are important and true, you should know that John was thinking of you.
This letter goes on, doesn't it? Forgive him for cheating on you.
Hey, this guy'll do anything to get out of work.
We got him.
It's okay, Melissa. I'm all right. I'm sorry. I'm so...
Let's go home.
It had to be a happy episode with that music, right? that was the Junction, and I liked this particular story about time travel. Very internally consistent, and instead of it being a tragic sort of ending, it was a happy ending. One of the things that could have led it to be a really tragic ending was Ray insisting on the letter being delivered like the day before the guy gets trapped in the coal mine, instead of like a year before. Hey, gonna give you a year heads up on all this. Just, find a different occupation maybe. Or you're gonna get trapped at the Junction on this particular day. Said the priest is like, I got this letter. We got this letter for 70-something years. So what if it's a day late? But luckily, Ray had included all the details of exactly where he was trapped. And they were able to go get him. So, yeah, all of that was very... I love it, because you knew, based on the letter, you knew that Ray was going to get out, and he wouldn't know if Parker was... He wouldn't think that Parker was being rescued. He wouldn't know that Parker... He had to get out without knowing that Parker was going to be okay in order to send the letter. So we knew once she got the letter that Ray would get out without Parker. So when they're being rescued, you knew that one of them would get out and the other wouldn't. So it was all very satisfying for my brain. It was like, yeah, this is the way it should happen. Yeah, this is good. Somebody thought about all this. And yeah. And the music complements the episode so well, because it instantly gives us that feeling of... It's kind of old-timey as well, but it gives us a feeling of this is kind of an happy enough episode. Don't take it too... Like, the guy's getting up, he's after cheating on his wife, but there's still kind of love there. She's still going to make him breakfast. And he's sort of goofy. He's apologizing. He means it. He seems like a good sort of guy. The guys he works with are kind of good-natured, teasing him about it. So, yeah. The last episode with the card was great because they followed through on it and she got a really dark ending. This episode works because it has a really good ending. It's kind of weird. If the last one had a happy ending, I'd be like, okay. And if this one had a dark ending, I'd be like, no, Parker, why didn't you send the letter earlier, Ray? What priest? God damn it, priest. So I'm glad they did it this way around. And, it's kind of funny. Him going, ooh, fire. Oh, no, turn off it's going to burn the whole place down. It's kind of neat as well. And seeing the color photograph, that's kind of cool as well. I love when we just suddenly swap to the priest. I'm like, what the hell? Where is this coming from? And they did... This is prior to the sort of the Back to the Future Part 2 letter, right? Right? Back to the Future Part 2 is like late 80s. And this is mid 80s. Yeah, 89. Back to the Future Part 2. Okay, cool. The next episode is called Joyride. Uh-oh. Nobody's getting a happy ending in Joyride. I'll tell you that straight away. No happy endings. We're gonna take a car that isn't ours, and we're gonna drive as fast as we can, and we're gonna drive our way straight into hell. And then we'll see who's happy. Then we'll see next time on the Twilight Zone. Thanks for joining me for this one. I'll see you next time.